So you just came from Sierra Leone.
Oh yes, I landed yesterday around 9 p.m. So I've been in Ghana
since last night.
Yes.
All right. How is the weather for you, like in Ghana compared to Sierra Leone?
Well, Sierra Leone is very wet now.
Okay.
We are in the rains, so I see that Ghana is dry.
Right.
And sunny.
Right.
So, yeah.
I see. So far, your impression about Accra, our capital, compared to in Sierra Leone, how does it look like?
Well, I would say the road network is one significant area spotted. So
okay,
the road network in the city here, you see 3 lanes.
Right.
In Sierra Leone, there are mainly two lanes on one side.
I see.
Yeah. So that's one huge difference.
Okay.
And then here you have a lot of
is it a flyover?
Point flyovers, yeah.
Okay.
So you have a lot of them, and I think that is helping a lot with traffic control. Yeah, you could see, even though there are a lot of cars in the city here, but the traffic is not kind of stagnant.
Right.
So you can actually see it moving.
I see.
Yeah, and of course you have traffic lights. Sierra Leone, we have traffic lights too, but they've just started installing them.
I see. I see. So how long are you going to be here?
Here until Sunday morning. I'm traveling back on Sunday, actually.
I see.
Yeah.
So far, our food, is it good?
So far, yeah. Yeah, I
understand. I understand.
I had a very good jollof this afternoon.
Yes, that is what I wanted to ask.
A very heavy one. Yes,
I understand that right now Sierra Leone is saying they're actually claiming that they have the best jollof in all of Africa. Is that a true statement? What do you say?
Well, I don't think we are claiming. I think it's on the internet.
But remember, somebody had to put it there on the internet. Somebody had to type it and upload it there. So is it a truth statement?
I don't know, but I read it. That Sierra Leone won the best jollof.
No, so, I don't know the competition we are talking about, bro. But you are in Ghana now. You have tried it. You know how yours is in Sierra Leone. Look at the difference between the two. Since you came, you've tried our jollof.
Well, there are two different kind of food. Yours seems more drier.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, ours is a bit different.
I see.
More a little bit of moisture, water.
Okay.
I don't know. It's not very dry.
Okay.
Like the one
compared to ours
in Ghana here. So
there are times when.
But the both are good
I see.
enough.
There are times when Nigeria wants to take that claim from Ghana. Liberia is saying they are. Senegal is also saying it. Now Sierra Leone is saying they are the main people in terms of jollof rice.
Well, I've not tested. I've not tasted the others.
I see.
I've not
I see.
The one from Liberia.
So what brought you to Ghana? What business brought you to Ghana?
Well, I have my friend here.
Okay.
I just came to pick up some equipment.
Okay.
And take back home.
Okay. We hope that you'll be coming quite often to this country.
Yeah, I love Ghana. It's just 2.5 hours away from Sierra Leone. So I think it is really good to sometimes move, even if it's not just for business.
Right. To just move around and see other places.
At least see how other countries are doing.
I see. I see.
So.
But I also understand you had your university or master's education in Malaysia.
Yes, I was there in 2007. I went there to do master's in geomatic engineering.
I see. So you're a geomatic engineer?
Oh, yes.
That's nice. That's nice. I was there in 2006 as well. Very beautiful country in Kuala Lumpur.
Oh, yes. I was in Johor.
I see.
Johor borders.
Singapore.
Singapore, yeah.
Right.
Singapore.
Right. Very beautiful place. if you look at the development in that part of the world and compare it to what we have in Africa, looking at the times we had independence between these two countries, what would you say is making those up there so quickly developing and we down here struggling to make our way?
Well, I think it's the mindset. I think it has largely to do with the mindset and the environment as well. Like, you'll notice that Malaysia is green.
Right.
And basically, it's also very close. It's closer to the equator, so it receives rain almost
every day.
So
Right.
it's because of that. It supports. I'm sure it supports agriculture, and also, well, they are closer to technology as well, because in 2007 when I went there, it was far ahead in terms of even the things I know, like surveying and software use. So it's in terms of technology in general, I think they are really, really, really far ahead. Like, even in Asia,
right,
it is one of the countries that is really, topping,
right,
in terms of development.
But quite a number of people go there for that education, and they rather look for ways to go ahead to other countries like Australia, New Zealand. Why did you have to come back to Sierra Leone after getting that master's degree?
Well, I had to come to Sierra Leone because I believe Sierra Leone, my skill set was going to be very marketable.
Okay.
I believe that's why when I leave my country to study, I scan around, know what my country really needs.
Right.
And then that builds in the confidence that when I come back, I'll have a job. And then I was also already working.
Okay.
I was in the university as a teaching assistant.
Okay.
So I knew if I come back, there was a job for me.
I see.
I think that is what really keeps people coming
back
because
home.
when you already have a secure job,
right, it's easy to come back and fit in.
I'm not going to start all over.
Right.
So I think that is one thing that motivated me. And of course, I'm not quite I'm not that Asian type.
Okay.
I don't know, but yeah, I just have this belief in me that
there is so much value for you in your country.
Well, yeah, once you have your value, yeah, you will be marketable.
I see. So how's the economy of Sierra Leone right now? Compared to the things you came here, you are buying. Are things more expensive? Are things more cheaper there? How does it look like?
Well,
basic things.
Well, Ghana is big enough or bigger than Sierra Leone in terms of size, in terms of population.
Right.
And so there is a large market here for goods.
Right.
Including goods for surveying, like survey equipment and other electronic equipment. So most countries out there have partners in here.
That's right.
So in Sierra Leone, you will hardly find equipment there in shops for sale, like surveying equipment.
I see.
Drones, total station, differential GPSs. You won't see them there. So you have to travel outside to get them, or maybe just purchase them.
I see.
And import them in. So we don't really have, well, maybe it's because our population is
small.
Also very small. So
I see.
The business people like larger population.
Exactly. But there is a lot of diamond in your country, bro.
Well, when you say there's a lot of diamond,
I mean, in history.
I don't want you to think they are scattered all over the place.
No, that would be how the Westerners will think. But
well, yeah, we definitely have diamonds, but it's people know the Kono district.
Right.
Kono district is one of the districts, but that is known for diamond in Sierra Leone, even though, in the east,
okay,
the eastern part of the country, that's where you mostly find communities.
Okay.
Where diamond is being mined.
I see.
Yeah, but yeah, Sierra Leone in West Africa or in Africa is known for diamond.
Of course, around the world.
As a result of the war.
Yes.
You know,
yes.
and you know the movies they acted. You know, so everybody around the world, you know, knows Sierra Leone for diamond. Although the blood diamond did not.
It didn't happen.
It went far beyond what.
It wasn't like a typical story.
The movie was not even acted in Sierra Leone.
Oh, I see.
Yes.
The movie wasn't acted in Sierra
Leone. No.
How come?
Well, I don't know.
So they did all that in Hollywood.
Yeah, maybe.
Or some part in Africa.
It was not
Man, these white people, eh? Wow. Yeah. Wow. But the story of the diamond from Sierra Leone and that movie, it relates to the story of Rwanda, how they ended their civil war, and now their president has led them into real development. So a lot of expectation is also put on the current president of Sierra Leone to do well for their people. Is he doing very well?
Yes, definitely. He's a seasoned leader.
Right.
Do
you know his story looks like Paul Kagame's story?
Oh,
he was in the military.
From the military, and
he
then
left, became civilian, and now president.
Is now a president. So he is a visionary man. Even when he speaks, you know, locally to his people and in public, you'll actually always see that leadership.
Right.
You actually see that he has a huge vision.
Right.
He has international foresight, like experience. He has local experience. So he's easily able to compare the two systems and know what to communicate at any point in time. He has interacted a lot with the geopolitical community, you know. So, and he has even moved Sierra Leone, you know, to have a seat to lead, to have a seat in the United Nations.
Oh, he initiated that.
Yeah, well, yeah, he actually campaigned for that leadership position.
I see.
He moved Sierra Leone, and now, well, he's currently advocating for Sierra Leone to have for Africa to actually have
a seat
at the table.
Which is very necessary. It's long overdue, actually.
Yeah, long overdue.
Because our population is more than 1.23 billion people. We need a seat.
We definitely need a seat.
I mean,
I don't know.
Man,
we definitely need a seat.
The geopolitics of the world.
We have to keep moving towards that direction.
Right.
And eventually, I think the world will hear us.
Sure. But now, currently, there's a lot of tourism happening in Sierra Leone. There are people on social media, American travelers, who are always, bringing us videos of their trips to Sierra Leone and how nice the place is and all that, and encouraging people to travel to Sierra Leone. You are from there. What will be the catchment places or things you say about your country that would encourage people to travel to your country? What would you say? What should we expect when we come there?
Well, Sierra Leone, is along the coast.
The coast. Long Beach.
You have, like the city, you have more than 4 kilometers or 40 kilometers
of sea line,
of sea view along the coast. So you have many beaches.
Right.
You have nature reserves that you could visit. You have nice museums.
Right.
That you can visit when you're there. And of course, the people are very welcoming. Their hospitality is
I hear more of that.
There's a huge investment opportunity. Our ground is green and very fertile.
That's good.
So for agriculture, you just go there. The environment is there for you. The land is there for you.
I see.
And of course, labor there is very favorable if you want to come over and invest. So I think the environment is also, the weather is also friendly, because you can at least there are people coming in there and end up staying, permanently.
Right.
So I think the environment there is very, very favorable.
I see. Do you see like people from Ghana in Sierra Leone? Is there any Ghanaian communities around?
Well, there is no specific Ghanaian community, but there are Ghanaians in Sierra Leone.
Oh, good.
Yes, there are Ghanaians in Sierra Leone, doing businesses, working in international corporations.
I see.
Yeah, so you have Ghanaians.
So what is the most predominant language that you have to speak when you get to Sierra Leone? For example, in Ghana, even when you speak English, you still have to learn the local language, Twi. Okay, most people may speak English, but also prefer to speak the local language. Is it the same in Sierra Leone?
Well, I don't really know what your Twi looks like, but we have our own. We call it Creole.
Creole.
It's Pidgin English. So Creole can be communicated even in rural areas.
Okay.
So I think that's the most common language.
Okay.
In Sierra Leone, spoken by
the
most
the
of
vast
the
majority.
urban and rural population.
So if you walk in with speaking only English, you wouldn't have any problem with communication.
Well, it depends on who you meet.
Okay.
Those going to school, the kids at primary level and up to university can easily understand you.
Okay.
But if you go to rural areas where, high level of illiteracy, some people will find it difficult to understand you. But however, at least education is growing.
Right.
So I think, it's not like before.
Right.
Now, at least they will get some of what you're saying, and then they are able to give you back, at least respond to you.
Looking at you right now, like I told you earlier, you look just like a Ghanaian. I mean, everything, Ghanaians will normally have a round head, okay, and a big round head, something like that. You look like a typical Ghanaian. If you walk through the streets of Accra right now, everybody would assume you are just like us. It is so interesting. Unlike there are other places where you go and you look different. But when you walked in, I thought you were Ghanaian.
Okay.
Wow. It looks like along the coast of West Africa, the people look almost the same.
Yeah.
Could it be that we all came from, the same?
Well, you never know.
It's so interesting. I'm looking at you, looking at your facial features. And I'm like, you look like my brothers and seniors down here. Same thing.
It's definitely possible. You never know.
This continent is very interesting.
The slavery stuff did a lot.
Right.
So, and also the environment. Our temperature there looks much more like the temperature here in Ghana. And I'm here, fortunately. At least I've been interacting. I've had Ghanaian friends before in my.
Are you struggling with our pidgin language? Are you able to understand it?
Well, when I came in last night, the moment my friend Bright spoke your pidgin,
it was easy.
I told him right away that I can understand everything you say. So and the interesting thing is, all the Anglophone countries in West Africa, the
pidgin is the same.
The pidgin is the same.
Ooh.
I've had someone speak from Cameroon.
Okay.
I've had someone speak from the Gambia.
Okay.
I've had someone speak
from Nigeria.
From yesterday from Ghana here.
Okay.
It looks much more similar. In Nigeria, of course, Nigeria is more common because of their movies.
Right.
People easily understand them
right.
now. even though the way they speak theirs is a bit different compared to what I've heard from the
Gambia, Cameroonian.
And the Ghanaian and Sierra Leone.
I see.
All four looks much more similar than the Pidgin English, the Nigerian Pidgin and the Liberian Pidgin.
But have you been to any other African country outside of Ghana?
Yeah. A few African countries, Liberia, Guinea, I think Kenya.
Okay.
And I recently went to Tanzania. Yes.
Dar es Salaam.
And I've been to Ivory Coast as well.
I see. On the scale of performance, you think Africa is doing well?
Yeah, definitely. There have been a huge difference. When I was growing up, our African leaders cannot even stand to the
Western powers and all that. Today,
there is a difference. Yes.
Everything is changing.
Now they can actually, you can see our leaders really, standing and, telling them the truth. Before it was not like that. So that's one huge difference. And of course, now you have technology, which the internet and all that stuff, which have actually made the world more or less very global, like a global village. So I think we are getting more conscious of, ourselves, our resources, what the other people need from us, or maybe what we want from us. Just that our population is young, like I would say always. I always class our population as a teenage population.
Right.
Because on average, they say we are around 17.
17 years.
That means most Africans are 17 years. So we are very young, but we are growing.
That's right.
Yes.
That's right.
So by the time our average population gets to 2025, I think we will be leading globally.
Globally, yes, so we should take over.
Yes.
Because if you look at Africa's population on the average, those below the ages of 20, it's more than 50%.
That's what I'm saying.
More than 50%.
It's more than 60.
Yeah. That is about 600 to 700 million young people.
Yeah.
That is like a combination of many countries in Europe.
Yeah, definitely.
Bigger than America.
Absolutely. So imagine you have that young population. That's why Asia is next. Asia is moving up. And
right.
Possibly they are going to beat, the Western power soon.
Right. Right.
They have more energy and technology is already there.
That's right.
Some people I think there is an assumption even that, they are even more now in terms of technology, doing much more in terms of technology. In
Asia than even in Europe.
Yeah.
That's true. Man, I've enjoyed this conversation. I don't want to take too much of your time. But in conclusion, I would say I like the president of Sierra Leone, the current president. And I'm hoping that he's able to do what Paul Kagame has done for Rwanda, for the people of Sierra Leone. From where because their stories look too similar.
Yeah, he has.
Their stories look too similar.
He currently has a presidential seat.
Yes.
At the United Nations.
Yes.
So steering and the meetings and pushing for Africa.
Right.
So, and definitely he's a gentleman. He loves his country, and he has really done a lot.
Right. He visits Ghana often, though.
Sorry.
He visits Ghana often.
Oh yeah. I'm sure he's a friend to the current
current Ghana president. Yes. Yeah.
So. Yeah, I think their collegial relationship is really good. So, yeah, Ghana is a friend.
Right, to Sierra Leone.
Friendly countries to Sierra Leone. So, yeah, so I think, yeah, our president is doing very well.
Thank you so much, my brother.